Welcome to Wednesday night skill building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight it's all about helping you guys improve your ability to play the game, feel more comfortable around the Mahjong table. I help you form your hands, your tiles, your hands, the Charleston moves, all that fun stuff. A lot of switching hands sometimes goes on. It gets a little crazy. Other times things just flow and a hand comes in beautifully and it's not so much stress. And other times I'm really challenged on Wednesday nights. And welcome everybody who's joining in watching from YouTube. Thank you for being here. We're here at ilovemaj.com. And if you are not familiar with I Love Maj, it's a wonderful platform. The exercise room is really something quite unique and a great place for you to come in and practice your skills. Learn how to make the hands, practice the Charleston. Leslie, did you use this a lot in the beginning? Do you use it at all now?
Yes, and I use it almost every single day. I try and get on there and do something.
That's excellent. And then guess what hand that is? That's really to identify your opponent's exposures, which is something that is not hard to happen in the beginning when you're first learning, but certainly an important part of the game, depending on what phase of the game we're in, is going to depend on what you're going to do when you discard. We'll talk about that as we go through everything. Sometimes I'm better than other nights in remembering every little thing that I want to make sure I mention to you guys. Don't hesitate if I forgot something to bug me about it, but I do like to talk about the game in thirds. We'll go through that a little bit as well. And then up here is where we play, and there's a 4-player and there's the Siamese. If you're not familiar with how to play Siamese, I have lots of live streams already recorded on my YouTube channel. You can go in and watch. It's a lot of fun. It's also a really great way to help you learn the card because you're working with 2 different sets of tiles. Different strategy applies to Siamese, certainly, because you've only got 2 people, you and another player, but it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on play with bots, and I'm going to click on, I already clicked in official game, playing with the advanced bots as I normally do to get the most realistic game possible. But if you're new, you can start out with the beginner level standard and work your way up. Real quick, Leslie, are you playing the the beginner level still or?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, good, good. And that's fine. There's nothing that says you have to go to the next level any certain time. You'll know when it's right. When you start winning a lot of games, you're going to be like, I think I need a little more competition. So that's what'll happen. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. And when this pops up, I always say no because I don't want someone to invite me to their game and get me all of a sudden get popped out of what I'm playing currently. I have the 2024 card checked. Very soon, we will have the 2025 card listed here. Make sure you go in and change it once you have the 2025 card in your possession. That's very important. Now, they started this in it looks like, I don't know if they started in 2019. I don't think so, but if you're a collector of your cards, which I have lots of years of cards, you can always, for fun, pull out another card and play with it. And especially if you're a newer player and you can get your hand on some older cards, there are a lot of people that sell them. That would be something fun to do. It's just going to help you strengthen learning and reading and actually recognizing that on other cards for every year's card, there are certain hands that do come back. And when they come back, they change their configuration. And what I mean by that is you may have a consecutive run, like consecutive run line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which this year is pung, pung, kong, kong. Next year, that could be pung, kong, pung, kong. So it's the same exact hand, the groupings just changed. That's it. So that's kind of fun. So we're good there. I leave the timer off during this evening because I don't want to have to think about a pause button because we take a lot of time going through stuff, of course. But this is to help you gauge how long it's taking you to make decisions on discards. It's fun to use. You can use it, work your way up or down from 10. You do have a pause button, like I said, no big deal. If you need more time, you can just click on that pause button and take as much time as you want. If you don't hit pause and you have the timer on, you're going to lose the discard. All right, we're going to start our game. Here we are. And I just want to make sure my audio is on the right thing here. Make sure it sounds good to you when if anything doesn't sound right, let me know. I think it's all good. So I'm going to sort by suit like I normally do. And I am going to work off of my multiples first because multiples are a strength to work from. So if I, had these down here for any reason and I started doing something like just putting all my same suits together and not realizing the importance of these multiples, then I would be doing myself an injustice. So I need to put these up here. And I normally put my winds and dragons down to the right, but I'm probably going to end up moving them back because I do have my little mouse is not cooperating tonight. Okay. I may move them back because I have two east and a west, and that's a kind of good start for the very popular third hand down under winds and dragons, east and west. Keep in mind, most of the time we collect categories, not focus on one hand. All right, I've got a pair of eights. Well, eights is an even number. So I'm going to start out by putting my even numbers together. And I noticed in here I've got 3 8. So that's like numbers category right there. And that's very, very nice. Now, in the like numbers category, we have 3 hands only. So you could think about all 3 hands and keep an eye on them. And in this case, because I have a dragon, I'm going to put it with those tiles that I'm keeping. If I want to make it a little easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, I'm keeping 2, 4, 6, 8 tiles right now. I'm keeping like numbers with 8s. And I am going to also keep these tiles, which maybe become part of news for the bottom like numbers hand, or maybe that winds and dragons line 3 hand. Now, if I want to keep track of that winds and dragons line 3 hand, I need a consecutive number into another suit other than the 8. So I'm going to work off of the 8 because I already got 2. And right now that would be a 9 bam. And it could be, no, it can't be a 9 bam. Sorry, I meant 9 crack. And it cannot be a 9 bam. So just by putting your tiles together on the left, it's very easy to figure out what you're going to pass. Now, a lot of times I see newer players that I didn't teach, and I'd like to watch other beginners' behaviors because it helps me too with my teaching to see what they're doing. And if I see a beginner have all their tiles and they pick one of the Charlestons from the front of the hand, the middle of the hand, the back of the hand, I already know that they really don't really know how to form their tiles because that just it would, to me, that would be a little chaotic to do. So in this case, I have these, and there are other things I could see. I could see 3 and 9 and 9 crack as part of 3, 6, 9. But right now, I think I'm okay with what's going on here. I would even consider keeping the 3 and 9 and getting rid of the 1, 2, and 2. But man, that is really, really a very nice pass there. I don't always worry too much about my passes, but that's a nice pass. If anything, I might, because I don't think the twos are going to come into a whole lot of play with the hand. My opinion is I might break it up and do something like that, which would be a little bit more of a benign pass, a smarter pass, I should say. So I'm going to do that. Let's see what happens. We got some good stuff here to keep track of, certainly. Now I got a north. So when I'm talking about like numbers, certainly the north is important. And whether or not I get other dragons and whether this is going to be an important thing to keep for the any like numbers line 2, we'll see. We only went through one pass, but I'm going to go ahead right now and get rid of. So I do see this possibility too. If we were to do east and west with the run 8-9, I could do 8-9 dot or 8-9 crack. There are a lot of opportunities to actually increase your ability to have more flexibility. That sounded really weird, but it came out right. Ability, flexibility. It just sounded really weird. So in any event, let's see if we're going to be able to keep some of this stuff without me having to make a decision and break it up. Look, this is what I'd like to pass. Now, that is an absolutely beautiful consecutive run leading into a number of consecutive run hands on the card. That is definitely a good pass. And I actually think I'm going to pass this. I try not to pass the soap if I can. It's not one of my hard and, hard fast rules at all, but it does have a dual role. So it is a little bit more important. But I think in order to be able to do a better pass in this case, sometimes you just have to take chances and nobody's going to send you to jail. So you're okay. All right. Welcome everybody who's joined in the past few minutes. We got a nice crowd now. Beginning, we only had a few people, and I was like really wondering where my Zoom buddies were. All right, now, oh my goodness gracious. So we got the South in. Look at that. And that really is very, very pretty. And I want to put my news over here. Knowing that, first of all, I have no jokers, by the way. Did I mention that in the beginning? I have no jokers. I hope it's not going to be a no joker night, but I can use 8 cracks or 8 dots with that line number 3. I definitely have to keep in mind that I need some flowers. I got to get some flowers during the game for sure. Do I want to get rid of the East yet? I don't. So I think in this particular case, just because of the fact that, I need flowers and I want to see what happens. I want to see if I get in more of that run, the 8-9 run here with the East and West, or the 8-9 run here. Yeah, it's going to be, we're just going to have to check it out and see what happens. So let's see, we'll do that. And I'm very happy that I got one of the 2 other 8s. That makes me very happy, even if I don't have jokers. So now what would I do? Well, I'm going to settle in on the news for one. I'm not picking it only, but I'm going to be comfortable keeping an eye on that. And also line number 1 of any like numbers. And the reason I can't just put all my eggs in one basket right now is because if for any reason all of the flowers go out, or seven of them, or someone calls an exposure of flowers, and I'm counting what's in the exposures and what's on the table, and I see I don't have any chance in getting that pair, I'm going to need to flip out into line one, which will allow me to use jokers. So even if I were to get one joker or one flower and then get the rest in jokers, which I often have done, at least I have something else. What else can we keep an eye on? Well, if I want to keep that east and west option as well, I don't have any of the multiples in the nines yet, but I am going to continue the Charleston, and we're going to have to pass something. I would much rather try and strengthen this part of my hand and figure it out after. If I were to stop the Charleston, I'd be going against my own rule. Right now, it would be because I'm keeping track of more than one hand. So we're going to continue the Charleston.
Second Charleston.
And I think that what I will do is just trying to think which ones I have to do three. So I am almost tempted to do instead of three nines, which is really good. And I don't want to give any of it away. I'm going to do this. Maybe we'll get nine back. We'll see. The east is part of a hung if I were to do east and west, and I may get more north and south. We'll see what happens. Okay, that makes me happy too. So that's very pretty. We are just going to have to be praying for flowers. Guys, please pray that it rains and my flowers grow tonight. So I have these three to go. I don't want to get rid of any of those eights because, of course, line one, I may be ending up with who knows. But if I get at least one flat, we'll see. I don't want to guess what's going to happen before it happens. Oh, wow. That's that 1, 2, 3 that I didn't even like. So it came, I broke that up and it came back in 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take a chance and get rid of it and hope that I get something.
Courtesy pass.
Well, I didn't, but I got a 9 back. So I'll save the 9 as a backup for north, south, or east, west with 8, 9. Why not? I did give that wind away. Maybe I'll get it back. Let's see. I didn't get it back. That kind of leads me to believe that somebody else is maybe playing winds as well. It's a very popular hand. Okay, so we're at 99 tiles, as you can see at the bottom right-hand side of the board. I'd say a quick hello to my friends on YouTube watching and anybody who joined in a little bit late on Zoom. Welcome to Wednesday night live stream. So with 99 tiles, that's what's left after the deal. If you break out the 99 tiles into thirds, it really helps you make decisions during the game. So the first 33 tiles would be the begin game, the second 33, the middle game, and then the last 33, the end game. During the first 33 tiles, we just get out the freshest tiles that need to get out always. The sooner you get tiles out, the harder it is for your opponents to make their hand. And in the beginning, that's what you do as a Mahjong player. And then in the second third, you're still going to be able to play pretty quickly, but if we have exposures up, we're going to start paying a little bit more attention to what's going on with our opponents. And then in the last final third is when harder decisions happen and we look more at the tiles because tiles now end up becoming hotter tiles when you have opponents that have exposures. So let's see how it all goes. Right now I have 2 discards and I don't have to think too much until I get rid of, until I have no more discards.
1 dot. Soap. Soap. Flower.
Okay, so there's one that I'd like. And I just got one. So I'm happy about that.
5 crack. 4 crack. 7 dot. East.
Okay, so that was either in somebody's hand or it was picked. We won't know. It could have been mine that I passed. But nonetheless, I don't have any jokers. So
4 bam.
I'm just going to
1
get rid of
bam.
anything that comes in right
2
now.
dot. North. 2 dot. 7 bam. North. 7 bam.
Maybe nobody is playing
9 bam. Green.
things. Maybe.
Call. 5
All
dot.
right, we have an exposure. We have a Kong of greens right now. So, if we wanted to take a quick look and think about what it would be that he could be playing, it could be line 3 under 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be line 4 under quince. It could be line 2 under consecutive run. It could be line 5 under consecutive run. It could be line 6 under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And it could be line 2 under Winds and Dragons or line 4 under 3, 6, 9. Hard right now to tell what he's doing. Too many options.
5 crack. Red. 3 crack. Red.
Okay. Now I have a pung of 8s and a pung of 8 dots and a pung of 8 bams. So for right now, I'm not even going to consider that run 8, 9. That gives me one more discard before I have to make a commitment to anything. But in all honesty, I'm going to really hope and pray that I can call or pick in the 8 dot or 8 bam and get ready to call the flower for Mahjong. So this is really coming in quite pretty.
9 crack. 6 dot. 7 crack. South. 4 dot. 3 crack. Red.
You see right now, because I only have, if I pick in a tile, one thing to discard, I don't have to look and think or anything at this point. So it's really kind of a quick,
South.
this is how you learn to speed up your game.
7 dot.
You're not going to
3 dot.
hesitate. No
5
reason
bam.
to.
8 crack.
And that's not something I can call even if I want it, unless I switch to line 1 of any like numbers, and that would get me a little further away from what I'm doing. So let me just see. I need right now, I'm 3 away from Mahjong. If I switched and called that, and I'd have to get rid of all of these, I would be further away. So I wouldn't do that at this point anyway.
1 bam. North. West. Soap.
Give me a joker, please. Nope.
4 crack. 2 bam. 6 dot. 5 bam. 6 bam. 2 bam. East. 9 bam. Call. 6
All right, we
bam.
have a pung of 9 bams.
1 bam. 6 bam. 2 bam.
Boy, all the
6 dot.
2 bams and 6 bams went out. Nobody's liking those. Okay.
8 bam.
All right, we're going to call that. We're calling it for a Kong. And
Call.
now my 8s are going to go. One was already discarded that I couldn't call, so it's certainly no skin off my back.
8 crack. 2 crack. 6 dot. 8 dot.
And I'm calling that.
Call. 8 crack.
And now
2
I'm
dot.
set to call Mahjong on a flower, only a flower. I can't use a joker because you can't use a joker for a single or pair. So I need a flower. So I don't know if my opponents are going to hoard the flowers, even though it's so early in the game. We're at 45 tiles. The tiles just slipped on by that first 33rd. We're now into the middle game. That would have started at 66 tiles.
5 dot. 1 dot.
And by the way, if I make Mahjong, it will be a pure hand, which is a jokerless hand. And if you start playing for money at some point, which we all do when we get to be more, better players and all, and feel more comfortable doing that, I would get paid double if I made this with no jokers. So that's really nice. So I can't keep this baby.
Joker. 2 dot. 6 bam. 7 dot.
Wow. Now I do start to pay attention. I've been listening to the discards and looking at the table. Of course, it's a lot easier to see them when you're lined up like this. On the real table, it's not this pretty. But right away, I heard 3 bam, and I was on kind of high alert thinking, oh, there are none out. Am I going to not throw it and break my hand up? At this point, I'm not even yet into the end game. It's still early. I still can pick a flower and win. I don't know if my opponents are going to throw me that flower. So I'm going to take a chance. It's perfectly fine.
3 bam. 2 crack. 2 bam. 9 dot. Call. 3 dot.
All right, let's take a look. So I do have a little competition with the line 1 of any like numbers, and because Annie is needing flowers as well, and there's 1 flower out. So not knowing if anybody else right now is using them, more than likely it would be Kurt if he was playing Winds and Dragons line 2. But I am really praying that that is not the case, and I still can pick 1 flower from the wall because Annie is playing line 1. Let's see if there's anything else. I just want to make a quick look, and I don't see anything else. I think it's line 1 for sure. So ignore.
Joker swap. Flower.
And there we go. And who threw that? Kurt threw it. We'll take a look after, of course, to see what Kurt was playing, to see what may have gone into his decision to risk throwing a flower when I have exposures that indicate that I haven't, that I obviously would be playing that. But it's okay if you take a chance. Like I said, it's early. I would do the same thing, basically. So I'm going to click, you can either call, and then there'll be a Mahjong button, or you could go directly to the Mahjong here. It doesn't matter.
Mahjong.
All right. And that's the way it's done. We're going to do lots of this. It's only 7 o'clock. We're here till 8:30. So you can see a lot of this. What was Kurt doing? Kurt was doing line 2. It says it right here. Consecutive run line 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was set to Mahjong. I do not blame him at all for taking that risk. He could have Mahjonged on a 5 crack or a 6 crack or a joker. So he really was set very, very nice for line 2 consecutive run. And then Annie was playing any like numbers line 1, which we knew, and look at how well set Annie was. Also set for Maj on a 9 crack, a joker, or a flower. Amistad, he was playing one of my favorite hands, the line number 6 consecutive run. And that is the Quinta flowers, the 3 singles, 1, 2, 3, with the next number up in the 2 other suits. He was really far from it. Now, towards the end of the game, if they end up breaking up their hand, it'll show you, it'll say broke here. Broke hand. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll start again. I want to see what was left here for flowers. Oh, 1 there, 1 there. Two more options in the wall for me to have picked a flower or hoped somebody was going to go ahead and throw it.
First Charleston.
Alrighty, sort by Sue. Hi, Hannah. I saw you come in. I've said hi to everybody, but I think I missed you. All right, sort by Sue, and I do have 1 joker. Love when I get one joker. Okay, so let me slide these down here for a little bit and move my pairs here. So twos can be 2024. I don't have any of my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde soap tiles, but maybe I'll get them during the game. Who knows? It's also an even number, so we'll do the 2 and we'll keep the 8. We'll just see how things are looking for now. Any like numbers, a little bit with 2s. And when I do keep track of the any like numbers, I try and keep my dragons because there's a dragon hand there. But I also have my East. We're back to almost a similar situation that we started with, which is interesting. And if I were to do East and West, I would need 2 consecutive numbers in a row. That would be 2, 3, or a 1, 2, but I only have the 3. And I have 2 9s and a 5. I do have some 3, 6, 9 stuff, but I think I'm okay with this. Again, it sounds like deja vu here, but I'm okay with this right now and keeping an eye on this stuff. And let's see what happens. I got another 3. And I also have another 3 and the 3 and the 3 bam. I'm going to see what I can do here because I can't keep everything. So I like the run here. And the run, when you have runs, I could potentially go into some other run if this one didn't work out well. So for me, I think it'll be nice to keep an eye on the run with the East and West, with the 2 dot, 3 cracks, or maybe like numbers, a little bit of it. And I want to see, do we have 3 tiles that I can get rid of and still do all that? And keep my green for just a little bit longer, although I have a feeling I may not be needing it. So I'm going to do this and this because 2, 4, 6, 8 kind of took a little bit of a back seat now. It's really not popping out at being anything. I was just keeping them in the beginning because you never know. I could have gotten 4s and 6s of 2, a 4, 6, and an 8 on that pass, and it could have changed everything up for me. So I'm going to do that. And I got a 2 crack, and I have a north. Don't know that I'm going to be doing anything with the north because I have the pair of east. So if I were going to do a run, it might be with the east. Let's see. I have to really think this through. I've got like numbers with 2s a little stronger, but I have 2, 3 with the east and west going on as well. I know I can get rid of that. Just questioning whether I should keep the 3 here, get rid of the north and the green, which I think I'm gonna do. I think I might do that. Let's see, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep an eye out as well for the run, the concealed hand, consecutive run, the very last hand. I think I'm going to keep my eye out for that 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. If I get 4 bams, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think I had any, but I'm going to pass that for the first left. All right, so nothing really here. I'm not going to collect the Northeast
Second Charleston.
right now. I'm going to try something a little different. And let's see. Actually, I might have wanted to keep that one that I just got rid of so quickly because I saw after the fact the run potential here, but that's okay. We just got to do what we got to do. Let's see. I hate doing this. And I'm trying to think whether or not this would make sense to keep these for any like numbers and dump something else. But that east-west is not coming in. As soon as I get rid of one, it's going to come in. Really, really going to come in. Okay, I'm going to ask Hannah, unmute. Hannah is one of my advanced strategy students from quite a while ago. Hannah took so many lessons, and when she comes in, usually she's like spot on with stuff. She could be my assistant teacher. Hannah, if you are able to unmute, what would you do here?
I'm looking. It's very difficult.
Yeah, well, if I know you're stumped, then I know
Yeah.
why I'm stumped. What do you
Yeah.
think would be the best option here?
Oh,
I mean, should I do this
um,
or hold on to those east and get rid of one?
yeah, probably.
Hold on to the east and get rid of one of these?
Oh,
You think? Oh,
it's
gee,
true.
you're stumped. Okay,
I'm stuck.
Phyllis, what would you do? I know Phyllis is on. Phyllis is not. Oh, there she goes.
Sure.
You don't know either? I heard two, I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Okay, I guess I'll just have to make a decision. I mean, I guess so. Anybody watching from YouTube?
Get rid of the green. What?
Evelyn says to get rid of the green and keep the east.
Yeah, I probably would do that.
Okay, I got 2 votes for the green. I'm going for it, you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Just make sure you mute yourself, guys, back up after. So,
That's why we're wrong.
all right, I'll do it for you. Make it easier for you. Oh, I was looking at of course. What do we think was going to happen, right? But that's the tile I got that I gave away earlier that I decided I should have kept. And I did because of 1, 2, 3 right here. That's a mixed suit run. Under consecutive run, there's tons of different hands, but I know there's a mixed suit line 3. So what do? I keep everything, hope that I get really good picks and just take advantage of the blind pass on the last right. Keep these dragons, you never know. Things can change. We know in this game very, very quickly, right? Or do I get rid of them and maximize my potential? Getting in other tiles, although we've gone through a whole Charleston. I think I'm gonna just
Courtesy pass.
I'm just going to do 1. Now, in person, my friends would not give me 1 tile because they would think I had some really good tiles. So I always recommend that if on optional somebody says 1, just say no, thank you. The computer will not decline me. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 1.
Flower.
And I didn't get anything in, so
1 bam.
I'm going to need, there's a 1 bam. If I were wanting that,
North.
there's 1 that's gone out. Good reason that tile should go out early.
5 crack. Call. Soap.
Oh, interesting. Now, let's just take just a moment to talk about this, what just happened. I got in a 5 crack as my last tile on the Charleston. So it was going around. Now, I don't think I ever saw a 5 crack before. And so I got that in. I don't believe I saw one, which means that Amistad at some point might have had to give that up in a must across or a second left. And I discarded it and he called it right away. That's an early call. But we've got a 5 crack joker exchange. Now there's a soap that I would love to have.
4
I'm
crack.
going to be using dragons.
Flower.
Of course, I can't do anything now. And I can't
7
do
bam.
anything right
8
now,
dot.
but this
5 dot. 3 dot.
and just hope I get some lucky picks.
6 crack. 3 bam. 4 crack.
I'm
South.
feeling like my opponents might have an advantage over me this game.
5 dot. 1 dot. 3 crack.
There's a 3 crack. It's too early for me to call or commit to anything at this point with one joker, and I haven't even really settled in on one hand.
4 bam.
Bummer.
8 dot. 7 bam.
Not every game is
3
your
dot.
game.
6 dot. 9 crack. 7 dot. 6 bam. Flower.
Another flower.
9 dot. 8 crack. 1 crack. South.
Somebody's playing east-west. Well, I will take that, baby. And now I have to make a decision for sure. I haven't seen, oh, there was 1 4 here. I don't remember who threw that. Now with the call, I can't really backtrack and figure it out because I was keeping track of maybe 2 3 2 3 4 bottom concealed consecutive run hand. Originally, I said that, but all right, what do I do now? I've got 2 jokers. Let's take a look and see what might be the easiest of hands to make. I have, let's pull this together here as an east-west. I know I have no west. 2 3. And if I were to settle in on that hand, I could call the 2 dot and 3 crack. No doubt. I could even call the east. I just need to get lucky with maybe 1 west and 1 joker. Or I'll take 2 wests or 2 jokers. So that's not in a bad position, even though I have a gap. I have a big gap there. I don't really have a gap if I want to make believe my joker is a west. Now I have east, west, 2, 3. All right, I do think that is a good option to keep that going on right there. I want to keep my like numbers with 2s, and I want to keep, I'll keep in mind that 2 3 2 3 4. If I get a 4 bam, I need a pair for that, and that's a concealed hand. But I think at this point, I think I'm going to dump the dragons. I'm not feeling the dragons right now. So they're going to go. Remember, somebody else kept a green. And I remember there were 2 going around. Phyllis is yes, shaking yes, which means maybe it's a good thing to get it out. Because if somebody needs it, I'll make it harder. If they call it, I'd rather them call it for an exposure right now. By the way, we're at 69 tiles. We're almost down through our first third of the game. We'll be in the middle game in just a bit.
Green. Green.
Ah, he was waiting
6
to
crack.
throw it. So
8 dot.
interesting sometimes. North. Oh, well, I should have kept maybe the wins for any like numbers because I could have done that again. Maybe I'll keep it for a little bit.
Red. 8 crack.
Who knows? I think, who knows? I'd have to get a south and a west. I need the west.
8 crack. 9 dot. Call. Green.
All right, so we have a 9 dot pung and 1 joker is available. There is 1 discarded already, and a 5 crack is available, and there's another green.
2 bam.
Guess it's a good reason I didn't keep any greens. Okay, so now I have a flower. Now I want to take a look at that consecutive mixed suit run and see how it looks. You know, during the Charleston, you're constantly reassessing. It doesn't look terrible, but this is weak here. I need 2 good picks there to be set to call that if I want to use my jokers here. But, you know, no matter where I put the joker at this point, it's going to weaken something. So I can't really depend on that. But That is leaving me with the Kong being kind of weak there. With East and our West that's not there, even if I end up having to call the 2 and the 3, I'm leaving a Pung that is open, but I have none of the tiles. So it's almost like I'm in the same position, because with the Kong, I need 3 to complete the Kong, or 2 to be 2 more tiles to call it. With the West, I need 3 tiles to complete it, and I need at least 2 more to be able to call it. I'm still thinking this one might be the easiest, but I am definitely thinking somebody's playing East-West. It just feels like it is. And then I say to myself, well, should I do the 1, 2, 3 and discard an East, wait a little bit more and hope that whoever's playing the East-West puts up an East and puts it up with a Joker, and then I get to do a little Joker bait? Oh, that could happen. Well, I have to make a decision. So 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I also have this hand, guys. Okay, you know I like to confuse you, right? I also have line 1 of any like numbers, and I have all these jokers to use. In actuality, this is probably in the best position in a way. I need 1 good pick of a 2 crack 2 dot or 2 bam. Any of those. That was the last game. All those 2 bams went out. And 1 more good pick for the flower to call the Kong of Flowers. Oh my God. Okay. I want to keep track of this hand. And I'm also going to keep track, I could pick 2 and the other one comes in. I could pick whatever. I'm going to keep the 3 cracks for the East-West. I'm going to get rid of the North right now to start and give me a little bit more time to see what happens.
North. 2 bam.
I won't call it now, even if I could, even though I can for a Pung. It's just too early to use my jokers right there, so I'm not going to do it. But
8
good
bam.
job for getting out a fresh tile,
5 bam.
friend.
7 crack. 2 bam.
Another one. Ooh, maybe that wasn't the best choice. I don't want to call it right now anyway, but
Green.
too risky.
South.
Sometimes you just gotta
Red.
try things
8
out.
dot. 8 bam. 2 dot.
What do I do? What do I do? East, west, 2 dot. What do I do here? Oh my God. Let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same 8 and 8. It's always the same. I feel like I can't commit, but it's a Kong if I do the East-West. Maybe I'll get Joker bait out of the flowers. East-West and 2, 3. We're down at 49 tiles. We're kind of in the middle game. This is gonna be a really crazy thing, but I'm gonna call and lock myself into that hand right now. I'm going to hope that I get a little joker bait out of a flower. There's 3 out. Maybe somebody desperately needs it. I don't know. Oh, Debbie, you may unmute. Debbie's going to say something and help me. Debbie, I don't think I knew you were here.
Oh, I'm here. I came in late.
Okay. What would you do, Deb?
I would call it because either if you go with the East-West, you still need a Kong, And if you let it go, you'd still have to use one joker. But you're one tile closer to the 1, 2, 3 and 3 suits.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah,
got 9 tiles toward that versus 8 toward the east-west.
I think
So you'd use the Kong of 2 dots in either one.
you're right. I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to call it for a Kong, and we're just going to see what happens, and hooray. You never know. I could end up in like numbers if I end up getting some more twos and jokers, and things just change in this game. So we'll do it for a Kong.
Call.
Okay, and I'll get rid of the one bam.
No, no, no.
What?
One crack.
Oh, I thought you said east-west was one closer.
No, the 1, 2, 3
Oh.
was one closer.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. One, oh, all right, I screwed up.
7
I
bam.
should have put that over, but I
7
thought
dot.
I was here. Wait a minute. East, west. All right. I messed up. It happens. It happens. I'm gonna see if I can get some joker bait out of the flower though. Let's see though. If I want to go that way, east, west, 2, 3, or do I want to go? See, if I do this, 3 flowers are already out, right? That's 5 I have. If I did like numbers, I let the 2s go, 2 of them.
Well, 3 of the 2 bams are out.
Yeah, I thought there's 2. There's 3 out?
No, there's
1,
3,
2.
right?
Oh, there's 3. So I can't really do that anyway. Oh, I'm sorry I did that, screwed that up. That's okay. We've got all that toward our hand with the possibility of a little joker bait. At 45 tiles, 33 will be the end game. I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 first and not going to hold too long on those flowers. I hope somebody puts up a joker with that flower. Pray, pray, pray.
2 crack. 6 bam. 7 dot. 7 crack.
Okay, I don't need that. So I'll get rid of that. And there's already one out. It could be needed. It could be a very needed tile, but we're going to get it out early.
3 bam. 3 crack.
No. Okay. I might as well call it. And then I just have to get one more good pick. We'll just hope and pray that that happens. So I'm going to call it for a Kong. And
Call. 2 crack. 6 dot.
I can.
7 dot.
Miracles happen in this game.
3 bam.
Oh, look. Annie, may I have your joker,
Joker
please?
swap.
Now I can call the east and the west, but I think I have a partner. So here we go with the flower.
Flower. 9 crack.
Nope, didn't call it. No joker for me.
Call. 7 crack. Joker swap. 4 crack.
Ooh, we're getting heated up here. So Annie's got a pung of 9s. That could be any like numbers. It could also be line number 2 under 369 or line number 6 under consecutive run. Whoa. So we could take some time and really look at the board and study it and figure it out, but that will take too much time up. Okay. And oh, I'm going to get this out. Don't want to hold this, even didn't get it. So just in case, I don't want to
Flower. 5 bam. 1 crack. 7 crack.
Which one is my partner? Is it Amistad who's playing East and West or Kurt? Anybody want to guess? Oh, there's that one famous one bam.
1 bam. Flower. 6 bam.
Interesting.
Call. North.
Oh, we have a call here. Is that 6 bam available? Here's 1, 2. Nope, that 6 bam is no good. So if anybody's playing East-West, it's our friend Amistad. and 2. Bam, that's the 4th one. And what about the 8 cracks? How many have gone out? Lots of them. So we're in really good shape as far as these are pretty safe
8 crack,
tiles.
6 crack. 1 dot. South.
22 tiles left. And how about 2 cracks? That is 1, 2. And that's the 3rd one. The only possibility that I mean, it could be Kurtz, like in the line 2 of, nope, it can't be that. Can't be line 2 of 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be, what else could it be? It could be line 3, but he'd have to have the other 2. Oh, I hope not. And then what could it, oh no, wait a minute, it can't be line 3. Sorry. Oh my goodness, I don't think it's a 2, 4, 6, 8, but what about 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that a possibility? Pung, pung, kong, kong, 1, 2, crack. I don't think so. I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and get it out.
2 crack, 1 dot. Soap. 6 crack.
I just need one good pick. 4 dot. Wow, 4 dot doesn't even sound like I've heard of 4 dot at all. I did not. Okay, who needs that 4 dot? Amistad, Flower, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, mixed suit run? Oh my God, how many flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Annie needs 2 if she's playing the second hand under 3, 6, 9. She needs a quint if she's playing the 6th hand under consecutive, and she needs 4 with any like numbers. If I'm going to risk it, I need to do it. It's 18 tiles. Do you think I even have a chance? Or maybe what I do now is do the 2 BM and hope they start breaking up their hand. I guess I'll do that. It's very risky. I've only got 4 picks left, or 5. Let's see. I'll do that. Let's try. Oh my God.
2 bam. 2 crack. 1 dot. North.
Who's playing with my east and west? Got to be Amistad. And if he's playing east and west, then he could need the 4 dot for 4 or 5. He doesn't need the 5. Let's see if there's anything out here. 1, 5. Oh my God, even this 1, 2, 2 5s. Kurt, what are you playing? I think he's playing east and west 100%. He's got to be. But 14 tiles left. I think at this point, I'm just going to break up my hand. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is I'm going to have to do more safe tiles, and I hope I don't end up with a lot of everybody's hot tiles. 2 5 dots up there. What are the chances that would be? I'm going to take a chance with the 5 dot.
5 dot. 4 dot.
Good. Oh,
1 crack.
all right. Well, we know it's east and west for sure. I don't even have to think about it.
8 bam.
And 2 dot. Here's my joker.
Joker swap.
Okay. All right. So, what are the chances this guy, I really think he's playing east and west. Not one west has gone out. The other 2 easts have not gone out. What? 1 4 dot went out. Oh yeah. So I am doing it. 10 tiles left. Miracles
4 dot.
happen.
1 bam. Joker swap. Soap. 8 bam.
Look at that. That is really crazy.
Mah Jongg.
Oh my God. Oh, that is so crazy. Debbie, don't you wish we could like reverse it and do it the other way and see what would happen if we went the other way? You never know. We
That
never,
would be interesting.
isn't it? But look at that. Okay, so let's look. Well, of course, he had the East and West. That was pretty obvious. Nobody else could have been playing that. So that's the line 3 with the 2 numbers in a row. Annie was doing 3, 6, 9 with the 9s. That was one of the ones we thought, but she was still a little bit, away from Mah Jongg, a couple tiles away. And then consecutive run line 7, and Kurt did break up his hand. 6, 7, consecutive run line 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, he broke it up, so it's like all mishmash. He was holding the East, and he was holding the Reds. Yeah, so he was not able to do that 6th line down, which would be the pung pung kong kong. 5 would have been here. 5, 6, 7, 8, or something like that. Whatever he was doing some kind of run, and it got all messed up. Okay, let's start the next game. That's amazing.
First Charleston.
It's never over till the end. And that's why I do tell my beginner students and remind them when they sit down at their tiles and they start looking at stuff, and I'm talking about the things we can keep track of, and they may say, but I'm going to need 4 of those or 3 of those. Well, we're going to need a lot from the get-go. And we, up until the last tile, there are people that pick Mahjong on the very last tile. So you never, ever can say you don't have anything, because things change drastically. And look at how pretty the 2 jokers are. I love getting jokers. And so I'm going to start out with my pair. And 3s are not too many 24. They're not even. Do I have any 3s for like other 3s for like numbers? I do not. Do I have addition hands? I never look at those because I don't love them, but I'm just saying they never come in for me. But 3, let's see, I'm going to pop over to 3, 6, 9 just because I see these 3, 6, 9s here, but we're going to look elsewhere too. What about run stuff? When I keep my runs, I keep numbers like 2 or 3 before and after the pair, if it allows me to, 2 or 3 or 4. So maybe the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 7 and the 8 would be a little bit too far on the outside for me to consider that. Of course, I do have an East and no more, but I see the 3 crack, 4 crack. So like I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll get some East and West in the Charleston. So maybe I'll hold it for a little bit. And right now, I think I'm going to do these 3. I'd like to, unless I keep this 4 and 5 and not the 2, and keep the green for a little bit. It could be used in the run area, could be used in 3, 6, 9. Maybe I'll do that and see what happens. It's still early, really early, so it's kind of cool to not have to stress too much. I got another 3, 6, 9 tile, another 2, 3, 6, 9 tile. I'm going to put those in order right now. I was keeping the 4 and 5 for a potential run. I am going to keep the green and the red because I do know that there is line 4 under 3, 6, 9 that uses a matching dragon, and I so happen to have numbers that work with the matching dragon right there. So I'm kind of happy with that. It looks like I'm settling in on 3, 6, 9 somehow, some way. So I'm going to do this, and I am not worrying about much else right now. Happy with that. I did get another 9. Now I'm on my first left, so I'm going to have to decide. I can do a blind pass if I want to give me a little bit more time to think about what I want to do. Oh my goodness, my mouse keeps sticking. I might need a new battery. So I'm going to do that. Just let's see if anything, doing a blind pass helps me with one more tile in my category to come in. Oh, and Leslie, 720, you said, why not any like numbers line 1 and do a pun? Oh, okay, back then, I can't remember now. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I need a bell to be rung. When you guys, you can unmute if I miss something, but I think I made that decision that it wasn't going to be the right time to do that pung or something. And then Doreen just said, any reason you don't keep the 8 and 9 crack? That must have been before. No, I wouldn't keep, because I'm collecting 3, 6, 9, so I wouldn't have kept the 8 crack. Okay, now I got a green. And now line 4 under the 3, 6, 9 is looking very pretty. And so I am definitely going to continue, and I'm going to see what is my backup going to be to that hand. So I don't just want to keep one thing in mind, but it looks like I may have to, because the other hand I'd want to keep in mind, I need everything up to here. So that's not going to work. So I'm just going to have to go for it. I got a lot of good tiles for that. And maybe I'll just keep the 3, the 6, and the 9 for a same suit potential run, which would be line number 3 under 3, 6, 9 on the left side. Or maybe the second from the bottom with the opposite dragons. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to go because this is pretty, coming in very pretty.
Second Charleston.
So we'll go ahead and we'll do this, this, and this. And that's a pretty pass. It's all 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I got that back. Ooh, baby. I'm not gonna keep it. I can't keep it. Give me one more tile toward my hand. Nope. It ain't happening.
Courtesy pass.
And I got a 3 dot. I might keep that because guess what? Can anybody give me I'm gonna watch the text. And I'm also, YouTube is so quiet tonight. I want to make sure my text is working. Yeah, it's working. But anybody want to look at these tiles right now and tell me what other hands I can flip-flop with based on these tiles right now? If you do see it, put it in chat. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think it through. This is a good one. Yeah. What do you see, Leslie? There's another hand that can easily be kept eye on, and either of them could come in. You got it. I saw one person, did she say, oh, she did a direct message to me, so nobody saw it. And Debbie said it too. It's also to me. Don't put it to everyone, you guys, because then nobody will see and gives them a chance to check. Two attendees have guessed correctly. Yeah, 3 have guessed correctly. Keep it coming. Come on, Leslie, you could do it. Leslie says, oh no. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Okay. All right, line number 2 under any like numbers. All of that, if I keep that 3, is potentially that hand. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass Oh, guys, I don't usually I remember if the 6 or 9 were in my hand the whole time or pretty close to the whole time. It's not, I don't think either of them are brand new tiles, but I know I got them and I don't usually, if they were in my hand, then I'm going to do 2 now so that I don't give away a new tile during this courtesy pass. So I'm just going to do the 1 and the 2.
You
I mean,
had
I
those
love,
from the start.
okay, then
Two
that's
dot.
good reason to keep them and get rid of them. So now as far as prioritizing, since I have some really pretty options here, like numbers or line 4, 3, 6, 9, I'm going to get rid of those. I never saw another one. It's a good reason to think that if I didn't see another one, somebody else is playing with them. So good to get them out early.
Soap.
Oh my goodness. I am
9
just
crack.
really
1 dot.
picking them tonight.
9 bam. 2 crack.
I'm going to do the 6 first.
6 crack. 3 crack.
Okay, I got to make a decision, don't I? So for line number 4, under 369, I can call the red. I can call the 3 crack without a joker. I can call the green with a joker, and I can call the 3 bam with a joker. There's my hand. I can call every single part of it. Did I know it was going to come in this early and I wasn't going to be playing any like numbers line 2? I did not. But in this case, line 4, 369 is my hand, and I'm going to call for a pung. And I do need one more here, so I could call this too. So I do need one more good pick. I'm going to put these up here. I don't like to put them where they go right now. We still do need one more good pick, but this one does not need a joker. So call, pung,
Call.
and we'll get rid of this.
8 bam. 1 dot.
Okay, Doreen said, what about line 4369? That's what I've been keeping track of. That was number 1 hand. Number 2 was any like numbers. Yeah. Okay, so ignore.
3 bam.
Okay, 3 bam. I could grab it right now, or I could wait for the very next one. So that I don't use up my joker right away. That would be my inclination, because these are 4 and I need to really protect those to be able to use a joker if one, if one goes out or something goes on that I might need to use it. I'm really inclined not to call that 3 right at this moment. That's a hard thing not to do as a beginner, but I am going to hold my horses and not take it.
Green.
Okay, so the green with this, I think I will call that for now, and we'll see. If another 3 bam goes out, I may end up calling it. We'll see. I'm hoping I get another good pick, but I am going to take this one because it needs 4. So call, and that would be for a Kong.
Call. 9 dot. 1 dot.
I'm hoping I get a good pick
1
before
crack.
my tile goes out.
1 bam.
Because that could be the deal. Okay, so I like to do the tiles that were left in the Charleston first, just as a matter of rule. I think it's important. And then tiles you're picking from the wall can come after. There's no 3 dot, there's no 4 crack out. They both need to go out. So
3 dot. 5 crack. 2 crack.
give me a pick
7 bam.
right now. Darn. All right, so that's out already. So I'm going to do my 4 first.
4 crack. West. South. 8 dot.
And 8 bam is out, but 8 crack is not out yet. So we'll do that one first, and then we'll be doubling up really early on.
8 crack.
Plenty of time to get
North.
doubles up.
4
and
crack.
triples.
9 dot.
Definitely getting that baby out.
West. Call. 9
That's
bam.
why you get those winds out early. Remember that, please. It is, you never know. One went out, he wasn't ready to call it early. Now he called it. Or did he hold up because he didn't want to, put up the joker at that point? Like I didn't want to put it up here. You just never know. So, definitely going to get that
Soap.
baby out.
2 dot. 4 bam. 4 bam.
Oh, Kurt, you are such a great table mate. Have I told you how much I care for you when you give me
Joker swap.
jokers? Okay, now I can call everything and I could put them in their place. So that's what I like to do.
9 dot. 5 crack. North. 6 dot.
Well, I don't need it. And at this point, I'm not going to try to play around with holding it. I have only 2 tiles. I'm just going to get rid of it. If somebody calls it, good for them.
Flower. 2 dot. North. Flower.
Nobody's wanting the flowers. Okay, though these guys are both out. So we're good to go with them.
8 dot. 2 dot. 7 bam. Soap. 5 crack. 8 dot. 3 dot.
Nope.
2 bam. Call. 6 bam.
A Kong of 2 bams. Is that 2 bam available? It looks like it is. Ignore.
5 dot. South. 9 bam. 3 crack. 7 crack. 8 bam. South. 1 bam. 8 dot.
Somebody's, do I have a partner? I might have a partner.
1
I
crack.
already got rid.
3
I
dot.
already didn't take 1.
South.
So maybe, who knows? So hard to tell with 1 exposure.
Joker swap. 1 bam. 1 bam. 1 crack. 1 crack. 5 dot.
Wow, 4 bams are out too.
4 bam. 4 crack. 5 dot. Soap.
Looks like there's a couple people playing the same tiles or something based on what's going out.
7 bam. 8 bam. 6 bam. 5 crack. 9 dot. 2 crack. 7 dot. 8 crack. Call. East.
Look at that. Amazing, because where did I thought there were others. There's 1. Oh, there was only 1 out. That means there's, unless I'm missing it, 1 more available for Joker exchange. Oh, Amistad discarded this. Kurt, you're not ready to call that? That's weird.
Mah Jongg.
Oh, he was ready to call it for Mahjong. Ah, that's why he got it, because it was Mahjong. Aha, didn't matter what position he was in. Okay, well, I got to let my table mates win some games, right? All right, East, West, and 4-5. Very nice for Kurt. That's the run, the small run there, consecutive numbers. Line 3, East and Winds and Dragons. And then 2-4, line 5, 2-4-6-8. Line 5, 2-4-6-8, which is line 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line 5. Oh, line 5. Right. Huh? Oh, on the right side. 2, 4, 6. I forget about that right side. Even though I've made the hand, I forget about it. He needed 8 bams desperately. I thought it was really a safe tile, but they all went out. He had no jokers, or she could not have made that hand probably. Really far from it. Amistad, consecutive run, line 7. Pung pung kong kong, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set to Maj as well. I was 1 tile away from being set. It really came in pretty. I'm very happy with how the hand came in. I'm not going to win every game. And if I get this far, I'm very happy. So let's go ahead and do it.
First Charleston.
One joker, lots of wins, which I will leave right there where they are. And I'm not going to move them to the end because they have overtaken my rack. But what can I do with this? So north and south definitely would be nice if I could pull something off with that. There is several options. I could be doing line 1, left or right side. I could potentially be doing that run again. Well, I can't keep everything if I'm going to do the run. 6, 7, or 7, 8. Could even be 8, 9. I'd love to keep it all. Maybe, I don't want to get rid of the flower, or I mean the south, because I also like line 4. I don't know what's going to happen here. So I think I'm going to just wing it right now. And I'm going to do this here. Just I have to see if I get anything in. Look at that, 3 numbers that don't even go together. What about also the concealed Winds and Dragons hand? Maybe I need to consider that and keep these. Maybe not even think about north-south with the 2 runs, because there's lots of winds. I could do several things under winds. I still have to get rid of 3. So I'm going to do this, this, and this. Give me a double. Ooh, I got a double. So right there is the bottom concealed Winds and Dragons hand, not with the flower, but right now I got a pair of 6s. I gotta pass something. It's first left. I think I'm going to keep those. I don't think I'm going to keep both of the 6s. I'm going to do 2. I'm not going to pass the flower. I don't like to pass flowers. Let's see what happens here. Nothing came in, but I'm going to continue and hope that this guy, Kurt, does not have the other 6 dot. But I'm in a predicament, actually, so I have to continue.
Second Charleston.
A little bit risky here, but no, now I'm very happy. I won't need the west if I play the concealed bottom hand, and I need to get rid of something. So now I got to break something up or get rid of the flower. So, or get rid of one of the 8s and play the safer hand. So if I were to, let's look at line 4 under Winds and Dragons. I've got my pair of norths. I have no east. Make believe that's an east. These are pungs. That's not bad. The south is a Kong, and I could call that. I'm in pretty good shape for that hand. Now, if I want to play the bottom concealed hand, that's a risky hand because it's concealed. So maybe my smartest thing is to break it up and do this. Maybe even this is smarter. That leaves me with line 1 option and line number 4, Winds and Dragons. Line number 1, by the way, could be the left or right side. And I think that is what is going to happen. And Hannah left, but I don't know if she's already left. If you've already left, Hannah, let's see. Did Hannah jump off? I think she did. Oh, Hannah, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Oh, Hannah has a home in Hawaii and in the US, and she's in Hawaii now. And she said she had a great time. She is going to jump in the ocean. Oh, my goodness. I'm sad. I think I'm going to do this. Okay. I'm not going to put all my bucks in that concealed hand. This way I get to flop between 2. I got another south. That got me one more tile closer to line 4. And now I can do the 2 here If I want to do 3, I can, but I do know that there was another 8, so it would be kind of smart if I didn't do it. Although I would love to do it.
Courtesy pass.
And I got nothing in. I'll do 2. I'll just be good and be smart.
Flower.
So now, because I passed that 8, I am going to ignore this, of course. And I'm going to get rid of the 8 first, and then those other tiles that were the last remaining that came in from the Charleston.
8 dot. 8 dot.
Let's see if we
2
can make
bam.
something happen here.
Flower.
And
9 crack. 1 crack. East.
I need that east, but I can't take it right now.
4 dot. 2 dot. 7 crack. 1 bam. 4 crack.
Anything that's not out, I'll hold the pairs for a little bit. You never know if somebody's using soaps. I might be able to get some joker bait.
7 dot. 2 dot. 8 dot. 9 dot.
3 8 dots out. Let's see. No 6 bam, so that can go.
6 bam. 7 bam. Flower.
3 flowers.
5 crack.
Dang. Dang a dang a dang. All right, 4 can go.
4 bam. 9 crack. 4 bam. 1 crack.
Okay, I'll take that.
7 bam. Call. 9 crack.
Okay, we got a fund of 7 bams.
6 bam.
Gee, I have to look at, I've done my honey check my battery. It's not moving at all right now. I don't know if you guys can see it skipping around. All right.
Soap. 7
So
dot.
it looks really good for line number 4. I wouldn't need the 3, but I could do line number 1, and that looks really good because I can call the west, and then I need one more good pick for the east. So there, I got 2 really nice hands coming in right now. I
5
just need an
crack.
east or a joker. Oh my God.
5 bam.
Definitely don't need that, but I'll get rid of this first.
Soap. 6 dot. Call. 5 bam.
I might have to have Randy come and do the mouse. It's not even clicking now.
3 crack. Call. 1 dot.
All right, we've got a 3 crack with a joker available, and we have a conga 6 dots, pure.
4 bam. East.
That's the second one. Okay, I'm holding out hope that I get one more good pick.
3 dot. 2 dot. 4 bam. 1 bam. 7 dot. 2 bam. 4 dot. Call. 9 dot.
Okay, so we've got 2 4 6 8, line 1 on the left side, or 4 5 6 7, consecutive run, second from the bottom, or 3 4 5 6, consecutive run, second from the bottom. What else? I think that's all of it. I think that's all of it. Those 3 looks like to me. This could be could need this. Any more 7 dots? 1, 2 went out. Probably not.
There's
So
3 out.
3. So that means it wouldn't be 4 5 6 7. It could be 3 4 5 6 or 2 4 6 8. So we're pretty good.
7 dot. West.
Okay, we need the west for either hand. We need a pung. So I'm going to call it.
Call. Flower. west,
Oh, that's the west.
2 bam, 8 crack,
All right, give me one good tile. Oh, oh,
joker swap,
I'll take it. All right, line number 4. A pair of norths. We need our east. This is going to be our east. And we get rid of the north.
north, 5 crack, 6 crack, 6 crack, 3 bam, 9 bam, 2 crack, 1 bam, 9 crack, 8 crack,
At this point, with this 42 tiles, I don't even care. I'm just going to keep discarding because I
2
don't
crack, 2 dot,
don't need that.
north, 1 crack, 7 crack, 6 crack,
5 bam. 1, 2. Okay.
5 bam, 3 crack, 3 bam, call, 9 bam,
All right. Threes. Any like numbers with threes or line 2, 3, 6, 9, or line 4, 3, 6, 9, with no dragons showing on the discard board. That could be that hand with the reds and the greens. Don't give me a red or a green, baby. I'm looking for
6 crack, joker swap, 4 crack,
my tile. And there we go. Mahjong.
Mah Jongg,
Wow, that one really did come in really, really nice. All right, so Annie was playing 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive run line 2 with the opposite dragons, and those soaps just kept going out before she could call it. That's a reason you get these things out early. And then Amistad 3, 6, 9 line 4 with the what we thought with the reds and the greens. It was almost so obvious. And then Kurt was playing consecutive run line 7 with the pung pung pong pong and still kind of far away. Let's look at the leaderboard. Look at that, 115. Poor Amistad has minus 10. Okay, my friends, I think you need to come on. I want to let you get another game in, maybe. We'll see. All right, we got
first Charleston,
Look at this. No jokers. Maybe I need to force a hand to happen. What about consecutive runs, second from the bottom? What about 2024, the big hand? Ooh, ooh, ooh. The other day, I got very close by trying to force those hands in. I mean, this can be used in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 line 2. Oh, excuse me, you guys. I'm gonna have to cut that yawn out. If I remember to go through every part, every second of the video. Let's see what we can keep track of with getting rid of stuff and not be too far off target. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 2024. I would need that if we try to see if we could do that. I've got the 1, 2, 0, 2, 4. I have no wins at this point. We're going to have a little fun with this. I have just been having such good luck with stuff that I'm going to get rid of this right now and see what I can make happen, if anything. 1, 2, missing 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 4, 6, and 8. I've got part of line 2, 2, 4, 2 bam, 4 bam, 4 dot, 6 dot, 8 crack. Is all a little bit right there of line 2. So Let's do, this is a beautiful pass. Let's see. Here's one wind, very weak one wind. Do I want to see if I could pull off that 2024 and get rid of these and not even look at the 24468? Maybe. It might be fun. It might be fun to try it. I mean, I'm so far away from it, but I got my backup run here. I'm not too upset. I like to try. I like to be crazy sometimes. Let's try it. I was hoping. Too much hope. Too much hope. I don't think it's going to happen. I think my backup hand right now might have to be 2468. 2, 4, and then 6, 8. Maybe that's what we're going to have to do. With that in mind, I don't think the 2024 is going to happen. If I start getting a lot of winds and dragons, I don't know. But what if I do get the run 1 through 5 with the dragons? That second from the bottom.
Second Charleston.
That could happen too. Let's do a mix up here. We'll do that. All right, got another 5. Of course, don't need it unless I go to 6. And then I would be in the wrong thing, but 1 through 5 might work. Okay. I'm still doing a lot of beautiful passes here, aren't I? 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't think I'm going to keep any of this. 3, 4, 7, 3, 4, 7. No. 1, 3, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5.
Don't you want the 3 bam for the
I just would.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, I do. And I also was just thinking, why am I getting rid of it? Because you never know. I could end up too with a 1, 3, 5 if I picked up greens. Yeah, I do need the 3 p.m. Deb. So I'm going to get rid of. Which one of these did I get recently? The 8. I'll do the 8.
Courtesy pass.
That's what I was thinking myself. If I were to get something that might be an option, but we've got lots of options now, don't we? So we're going to do 3 here. Got back that north. Well, at least I got tiles to discard. Okay, so what are we keeping track of? A potential run with the dragons in the middle. A potential run with the green, like matching. It could be 1, 3, 5 if I get flowers, but probably not likely. I was hoping for 1 through 5 with the opposite dragons for singles and pairs.
North. 7
Got a
dot.
lot of things to keep track of.
Flower. 8 dot.
And we will see.
8 crack. Call. 4 crack.
That was early. And again, the same situation. I got that in the Charleston. That's why I like to get those leftovers out early. It's very weird, but that happens a lot. Maybe
7
it's not
crack.
so weird.
8 bam.
Don't think I need that, but I'll get rid of the 4 first.
4 dot. 9 crack. 6 crack. 6 bam. West. 4 bam.
Oh, little too early.
7 crack.
No jokers.
North.
This is out already. And 3 crack is not.
3 crack. 1 dot. 6 dot. Green.
Oh, this is not out, so we'll do that.
2 dot. 5 crack. 7 bam. South.
So we'll keep that for a little bit.
5 crack. 6 crack. 6 bam. 9 dot.
I think this, oh no, they're both out.
9 crack. 6 crack. 8 dot. 7 crack.
4 crack.
4 crack. 5 bam.
Ooh, 5 bam. I don't really think I'm gonna need it. Unless I did that flower 1, 3, 5 bam, and that doesn't make much sense. I need a pair here. That would be really locking myself into something unless I did pong, 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 pong here and decided, but I don't think I can do that. As
3
much as I
crack.
want it.
3 dot. 1 dot. 6 bam. 3 dot.
One of my
1
hands
dot.
was saying this isn't going to be my hand, and it came in. And now I have a joker.
7 bam. South. 2 dot. Red. Call. 9 crack. 9 bam. 5 dot. 6 bam.
Oh,
7 dot.
6 bams.
Joker swap. 9 bam. 4 dot. 8 bam.
I'm worried about that green, even though one went out. Somebody
5
else throw
crack.
it and put up a joker and
5 crack. 8 bam. 3 bam.
son of a gun, huh? Son of a gun. I cannot commit to that. Nope. None. If I was doing flower 1, 3, 5, I could, but that's really
4 dot. 9
lock
bam.
myself into something right now.
9 crack. 6 dot. 3 crack. 5 dot. 2 dot. So
Green, the green, the green, the green, the green. The soap is going out. I mean, look at all of these things. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I make a commitment for that? And then I am so short on here and here. Maybe I should have taken that 3. Why didn't I take that 3? How many 3s did I let go? 2 or 1? I hope 1. I'm gonna call it. I guess I'm gonna force this hand to happen right now. It's 38 tiles, so I'm gonna call it for a Kong.
call.
Now I'll get the green out because I think somebody needs it.
Green. Call. 7 bam.
Knew it.
5 dot.
And that means he's gonna need a flower. I can either put it up and he's gonna put it up with no jokers, or I can wait a little teeny bit, but I'm in the end game. Oh, I'm almost in the end game. All right, 1 bam. What's going on with 1 bams? No 1 bams. Let's do that first.
1 bam. Flower.
Ooh, is you gonna call it, Annie?
Call. 7 dot.
Look at that. Kurt, may I have your joker, please?
Joker swap.
Look at this. That is like crazy. Totally, I don't even know how that just happened.
4 dot.
Holy
7 dot.
mackerel. So I can mahjong on a 3 bam, a 4 bam, a joker exchange for a joker pick. Oh my.
4 crack. 8 dot. 7 bam. Mah Jongg.
Oh. What? No way. No way. That's not even right. That can't even happen. It shouldn't be allowed in this game. Oh my, good job. Good job, Amistad. East, west, 8, 9. Oh, let me see. Well, let's look at the tiles first. Ones in reds. Okay, so not with the flowers. I was wondering if he was doing that. And I was kind of nervous he was gonna possibly even Mahjong on that one. So that's at 3-6, I'm sorry, any like numbers line 2, and then 2024 line 2, and he was far away from that. Oh, very nice, Amistad. Very, very nice. I want to see what was going on here. A joker, a soap for a joker exchange. Whoever was going to be lucky enough to get that. Wow. Bye, Phyllis. Oh my God. Look at that. Where else? What else was of mine? I didn't need the 2. There's the 4. So
3 bam on the end.
and at the end, but 3 of the tiles I need right here, a joker, a 4 BM, or a soap, if I were to pick them. Wow, that was so close. Okay, we'll do one more
First Charleston.
game. Let's see. We'll put these down here for right now with one joker, and I have a pair of 8s. We'll start with those. Of course, those are evens, so we can stick our evens together. And by virtue of doing that, I've got my like numbers going on right there. Maybe I'll keep these dragons for like numbers line 2. We've got all of these right now, very nice in the run. I think I'll keep this, I mean, not the run. I was thinking run because that's what I'm going to say next. Like numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, and keep the 7 for something in a run. And I think I'm going to do this. When that happens and I give one away, you know what I do? I hold on to it. Ooh, I don't know. What could we do with it? Now that I have the 2s, what would I do with 2s and 8s? 2s and 8s, other than 2s and 8s, 4 and 6 in the middle. 4 or 6 in these suits in the middle. That right side of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th line down. I have not made that right side of that one, or did I? I think I did. All righty. Oh my God, somebody's going to collect all these. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It needs flowers as well. That's so risky right there. What about I just hold those for the concealed bottom hand for a little bit? No, I don't want to get rid of these. I need these. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't pass an east and a west together. There's no way. I got to do either the 6 dot or the 6 crack. Or the 8 dot. But I want to keep those. So what am I going to do? I have to pass. Oh, this is going to be, I know exactly what's going to happen. Oh, so that's one closer. Wait a minute, did I just pass my 8 BM by accident? I think I did. I think I grabbed the wrong tile. Oh my God, Debbie, did you see me grab the wrong tile?
Yes,
Tell me I didn't do that.
but I had muted myself because you made me yawn, so I couldn't yell at you.
You never yell at me. Debbie,
Second Charleston.
I think, I don't know how I grabbed that. My mouse is definitely funky. I swear I did not click on it, but I did, obviously. All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. Am I going to get that back? 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Bottom concealed hand is right there too. God, these dragons are not doing me any good, are they? 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. I think this is the one I'll do right now. I mean, I don't want to pass any of these tiles, and I mean it. None of them. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, or it could be 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Are these twos going to do me any good? Should I just dump them and keep that 8? 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. I might think about breaking those up. So I'm thinking of, you know, possibly 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Nice flexibility in those runs. I don't even want to get rid of the 9 because I've got 6, 7, 8, 9 even. Maybe I'll keep it. Oh my God, that's a nice pass. This is the ugly, ugly Charleston. So I'm going to do this.
Courtesy pass.
6, 7, 6, 7, 8 is really pretty. That's a hand right there coming in. Then I've got 6, 7. Did I get rid of an 8 dot? I did. Oh my God, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 3 here. Try to maximize my
6 crack.
Okay. I need it, but I can't take it. So, all right, let's just see what happens here.
Soap. Flour.
I've had some really crazy stuff happen, like numbers with 7s is apparent.
3 crack. 2 bam.
Put this over here. I'm
9
dangerous. I
crack.
could get rid of it.
Soap.
And
2 bam.
2.
9 bam. 3 crack. Red.
5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to hold it?
1 crack. 7 dot. 7 bam. 5 crack.
Too early to do anything.
1 crack. 8
Give
bam.
me another pick or two.
South. Call. 4 bam.
Aha. Line number 1 or line number 4 or line number 5.
1 dot. 3 dot. 6 dot. 9 crack.
I'm stuck. I'm
East.
stuck.
6 dot.
Yep. See?
5 dot.
I
Joker
too
swap.
early and
4
all my
dot.
tile. Good job and everybody getting out tiles that I need. That's for sure. Alrighty, so 7 like numbers looking good too.
5 crack. 9 bam. 2 dot. 4 dot.
If I got an 8 bam, I'd be very happy. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8.
9 bam. North. 6 crack.
Oh, Kurt. What happened, Kurt?
North. North.
Oh,
Red.
Kurt's in big, deep, you know what.
Green. 6 crack. 9 dot. Call. 3 dot.
Oh, he's not in big trouble. I just got my mouth stuck in it. I just stepped in it too. Whoa. Any 2 numbers. Wow, are we going to guess what it is? Holy moly. He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
Soap. West. 5
He
dot.
deserves it if he gets
7 bam.
it. Hmm. 6, 7, 8. I know I got rid of the 8 by accident. I'm almost positive. All right, line number 4 was something I was going to keep an eye on, but I have too many multiples of everything else to even think about it right now. So 6, 7, 6, 7, 8 is still an opportunity. 7s with like numbers, possibly. I mean, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8 could be. There's 1 out already. I know like numbers will work as well. I could also keep 6, 7, 8 run. I could call the 7 in that case. I'm kind of shy here. I think I'm going to break them up and stick with my maybe like numbers. I need some jokers and luck, but Kurt probably has
8 crack.
too many.
East. 9 crack.
He's full of them all.
Flower. Call. West.
Oh my God, if nobody takes it, I might take it, right? Oh my God.
7 dot.
Oh, geez. All right, if I do call, I can do that joker exchange. So if I call this for a pung, and then I can call this 7 crack. Let's see, 7.1 went out. So, I mean, this is the one. 7 bam, 1 went out, 2 went out. It's a little risky right now. No 7 cracks. Could take that. I maybe will call that. I'm far from it, but I feel like, and then I could do the joker exchange right now. I think I'm going to do it. I don't know. This is so crazy. I never do this crap like this, but this is like, I'm feeling it for some reason. Oh, I got to do it to get that. I'm going to do it. This is ridiculous.
Call.
I never do this crap.
Joker swap.
All right. What's not out there? The 8 crackers just went out recently. The 8 bam went out early on. I'm going to do the 8 bam right now. The 6 crack, those are out. Okay, I'm going to do this. I know.
8
I'm
bam.
forcing this hand to
North.
happen. It's going to come
West.
in.
Mah Jongg.
Nah. Well, I knew that Kurt had to be close to Mahjong. If he's putting up quints, he had to be close. He had to be. Look at how pretty. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Well, my hand wasn't coming in too easily. So 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. That was a hand I was looking at earlier. And then Amistad line 1, any like numbers really far away. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And I still came in first. Not a bad night, I would say. I'll accept it. I'll take it. Wasn't too bad. I'll stop sharing. All right, I know that last hand was ridiculous that I did that. I just have to say, I don't know, something was calling me to it, even though I was so far away. And I was like, oh, please, please just make the Mahjong already. You got all those jokers. I don't have any. A good night to everybody. And I hope you all had a very nice time. For anybody watching the replay, please consider joining my YouTube channel. Click the bell. Get notifications, give me a thumbs up, comment if you'd like. I'd love that. And I will see you guys next Wednesday night for Wednesday night skill building. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And don't forget to practice, practice, practice. Good night, everybody.
Good night.